feeling good. Yeah. I love Dua Lipa. Yeah, that's it.
Hey everybody, here for another hunting adventure in the beautiful Victorian high country. Today I want to do something that I haven't done before. My mate Jordi is coming in about 3 hours time, and we're going to be hunting with tree stands. Now, the idea behind this is, in about a month and a half, we're heading out to film season 3 of the Huntsman, and during that big, massive hunting trip, there'll be a number of other guests, and we want to try a whole bunch of different hunting styles, one of them being tree stand hunting. But I don't want to look like an absolute idiot because I've never done tree hunting before. So thought what we'd do is, Jordi's got a sling, I've got a fixed tree stand. We're going to go out, we're going to pick a spot. There's a spot over here, it's about 2 kilometers away, a spot over here that's about 3 kilometers away. I know this one's good, but this one looks better on the map. So what I thought I would do is, before Jordi gets here, I'm gonna fly down this hill and check it out. If it's a good zone, a good hunting location, I'll come back with the tree stand and we'll go set it up and get ready. We've got a evening and a morning hunt and we're swagging it. So I don't know what's gonna happen, but it should be a lot of fun. Let's get started. Is parked at the top of the mountain. We're now going to head down and follow one of these spurs. Pretty much like about halfway down the mountain, there's a clearing there where it kind of opens up, and it's about 2 or 3 gullies feed into it, which is why I want to check it out. Just be mindful when you are traveling down and looking for locations and spots from a point of elevation. Don't always trust the distance. Like, this might be like 2 kilometers distance, but it could be like 1,500 meters elevation. So if it says like, it would take you half an hour, it might take you more like an hour or 2 hours. So just be mindful of that. I'm packing pretty light, as you can see. Got the bino harness on, got the Tikka T3X on my back, and the camera, and that's literally it, because we're just gonna go scouting. So I'm gonna be pretty aggressive. The wind is perfect at the moment, so we might bump something on the way, but I'm just gonna haul butt, because I've got to get back here for Jordi and make a decision whether this is a good spot. So let's go. This is what I'm talking about. There's a gully that runs this way, and on the other side there's a gully that runs this way, and they're basically all feeding into the center, which is down there. That's a great place to potentially put a tree stand. Hello to you. Okay, so that's good news. I guess we're in a good spot. That tells me we're in a good spot. I can literally see the car from where I'm standing right now. That's awesome. I think there was 2 or 3 fallow does just feeding like 100 meters above me. That's cool. All right, let's keep going. What's hilarious about that is I was just about to record something on the camera and say, you know what, I'm not mindful of my footwork or try not to make a noise because I really need to get down here, and if I see deer and I bump deer, you know, whatever, that doesn't matter. Yeah, then I just literally bumped deer. That's awesome. Oh well, true to my word, doesn't matter. If we don't see any other deer for the rest of the trip, 100% then it will matter. Yeah, this is where they were. Look at all the good feed here. In fact, there's a kangaroo poo right there too. So the kangaroos have been enjoying it. We've got some bedding area here. That's a nice little patch there. What else we got here? Yeah, look at that. That's a print there. Bit of a scuff there. I reckon there's poo here. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Bit of poo there. Potentially as well some buck poo. That's more clumped up. Eventually I got to the bottom of the valley and like a muppet forgot to record the audio, so you've got future Chris here to let you know what happened. Here's the summary. The location looked good. There were a few options where Jordi and I could hang our tree stands, and while I didn't visually spot any animals, there was plenty of evidence indicating that animals were using this choke point as a transition zone to move from one area to the other. There were prints and scat everywhere, but none of it was particularly fresh. Still, it was a good sign.
Now, if you're interested in learning more about identifying and reading animal sign, I definitely encourage you to check out the techniques module over at huntingcourses.com.au, where I give a fantastic in-depth lesson. It's definitely worth investing in if you want to learn how to better read the landscape and find animals. I'll drop a link in the description below.
Big old wombat hole. That's cool. Okay, nearly at the top. Just got another text from Jordi, and it sounds like it's my decision to make, and I'm of two minds, right? So I'm just sitting here now, just above that area where I spotted the fallow going in. It's like a small little gully that then feeds into a larger gully that then feeds all the way down to the area we were looking at just before at the bottom. So, and it's also, that's where I saw those fallow this morning. So here's the quandary. This spot up here will be fantastic for tomorrow morning because we're high up, they'll be coming to their beds, so they'll be coming here. There's plenty of feed in here. We've spotted deer here, so I know that they'll be in and around this area. But it is like a side system, it's not the main system. So we kind of run the risk that they might bed somewhere else. The spot at the bottom is better for both the evening and the morning hunt because that's essentially the main pathway they'll use for both those transitions. But it's a long way down and the feed isn't good, so we'll be catching them on the move. So I don't know, it's like sign wasn't as fresh down there, sign's fresh up here, and I've seen deer up here. So I'm kind of in a mind to stay up here. I don't want to set up the tree stands twice, that's my issue. Or one of us sits down there, one of us sits up here. I don't know, but we've only got one camera. I need to have a think. Okay, back to the camping spot, and hopefully Jordi's there by now. Keys. Oh, back to the car. Maybe four-wheel drive, I think. Okay, Jordi's not here yet. He's about half an hour off. So I have gone and done a few little chores. Like got the fire ready, got some kindling, various sizes, very good. Also, I'll show you this because this is worth noting. So tree stand regulations are pretty strong in terms of the safety regulations in the US, and that's predominantly where you buy tree stands from at the moment. Although there is one importer, traps.com.au, that I know of in Australia. That's where I got mine. It's the Summit. So I'll drop a link where you can get that. But basically, they have a whole bunch of safety regulations. Like there's harnesses. There's special rules about how you fix them to the trees, all that kind of stuff. So I'll be definitely following all those rules and regs, and I've been studying up over them over the last month or so. Also, if you are in New South Wales, I don't believe, studying the regulations, that you're actually allowed to use tree stands or blinds in state forest in New South Wales. You can definitely use it on private land, but not public. That's different here in Vic, which is why obviously we're doing what we're doing. Also, here are some of the lights that we'll be using. This is a Phoenix light lamp. This thing is super cool. It's got a light at the bottom and a light around. Also a head torch and then a little clip-on one as well. So I'll be using them not just on this hunt, but also throughout season 3. In fact, all of our guests will be using them. So we're trying out those lights. I've been super impressed by that little lantern, by the way. I didn't think it was going to be bright at all, but you'll see tonight after we have this hunt and have some food how bright it is. It's quite cool. Ooh, I think Jordi's here. Got more pouches. I was gonna say than a kangaroo, but that's like
easily
pretty, yeah, more than one.
Got more than one.
What are you gonna do if you shoot something?
Get you to carry?
Yeah, have you seen what I'm carrying? Let me run you through the plan, right? I bumped those fallow 100 meters off. Right at the bottom of that main gully is where I was thinking we go, but there's no access apart from the top of the mountain.
Oh yeah, we gotta come back up.
And then we're gonna go all the way back up. It's a lot of pain.
Embrace the suck, man.
Embrace the pain.
Embrace the suck.
All right.
Who hasn't got the seatbelt on now?
I've got my seatbelt on.
Where are we going, Chris?
So we're off to set up these
tree stands, Jordi's sling and my fixed tree stand. We've decided to embrace the suck and go right to the bottom. So it's the best decision, I think. But it's just gonna be the most painful.
Got to embrace the suck.
Gotta embrace the suck.
Why haven't you practiced?
I've practiced the tree stand. I haven't practiced carrying the tree stand around in my yard because I don't want to look like a serial killer.
Give us a spin. We ain't seen it on the way in. We're gonna be so noisy.
So this is the type of stupid thing that an Australian would do, is take an American hunting style, force feed it into an Australian hunting style. It's just dumb.
There you go.
Next.
Mama's got you. That's really small.
Yeah, fallow.
Yeah. 4. Heaps of probably 4. Up and over the top.
Yeah, up there at the top. All right, we're back to the spot. Gonna go find a spot to set up somewhere down here. We've selected our trees. This one and this one. And yes, they are a bit black at the bottom, but they are alive. I don't even want to film this, I just want to do it. Should we just do it?
We gotta get up there.
How about we film taking it down? So we're up on the trees. That was something I never want to do again, except for season 3.
So much fun though. Like, it's cool being up here.
It's about 4 o'clock now. What time is it the sun setting? 5:30.
5:41.
5:41, the sun's setting. We're on the western side too, so we get a little bit of cheat light.
We're set up next to a widowmaker.
Yeah.
I hear a tree creaking.
We should have got on that one, Jordi. So now it's just a waiting game.
I'm very comfortable.
I bet you I'm more comfortable.
You are?
Yeah. Yeah, it's awesome.
Can you see the bone at the bottom of my tree? That's from the last tree stand under.
I don't know how Americans film this. How do you film like 4 hours sitting in a tree? If you're enjoying this video, tell me why. It's about 5 o'clock. So we've got about 40 minutes daylight left.
You should eat something.
I should.
What the hell? You sound like an underfed child.
We're in the golden window now. Hopefully something pops out. So, getting dark.
I know. I think I'm gonna put my head torch on. I like the red light feature on them. Like when we come in tomorrow morning, we can just have them on, but on red. How you feeling about getting out of a tree in the dark?
Not looking forward to it. You stink.
Oh, man.
Ripe.
Oh, right.
I brought a spare shirt and I was like, I'll save it for after, because I'm just going to get ripe again.
Oh, no. It's going to be worse coming up the second
Yeah,
time.
oh yeah, I'm going to have to carry a tree stand. Of course it's going to be worse. So when I said the suck, it was not just like going down, it was coming up. There was the suck.
Someone has to reward us for the effort, please.
Someone has to die.
Don't forget to cut those in.
That was less scary.
Second time.
So I've made it up into the tree stand in time where you're at about 6 o'clock. Sunrise is about 7 o'clock, so this time I opted just to leave my rifle
back up because I've got to cut this massive tree stand back up the mountain. But Jordi's got his rifle, so he'll be doing the one shooting. Anyway, now it's just a matter of sitting back and waiting for critters. There's one way to wake up in the morning. You want Twiggy? Yeah. Who made those, Jordi? I made these. With you, unfortunately. For the gram, getting a little cold. Chris didn't make me breakfast, so had to bring me out. All you need is water, and you can have yourself a hot breakfast. It's like the best thing ever. Take that out of the plastic sachet. Don't be a grub. Take that with you. Up to the line. Oh. Put it down, Jordi. Put it down. Put it down. Now we just wait. Piping on. Nothing beats a hearty breakfast in the tree. Sausage. It's so good. I'd highly recommend these on-track meals. Australian Hunters Club members get I think it's 22% discount. Like, I use these a lot now, and I like to cook. You don't eat breakfast, do you? Nothing this morning. It's about 9 o'clock. We got down here before dark and all set up. Nothing came through this valley. What we're gonna do is we're gonna embrace the suck, head back up to the top, take the tree stands with us. So that's gonna be quite the mission. And then we'll get back up to the cars, maybe have a bit of an afternoon stalk.
What did you say? Embrace the suck?
That's what you said. I didn't say.
I'm embracing it.
So that's it really. We didn't get any critters, but that's okay. We had a lot of fun along the way. I definitely learned a few different things about tree stands. Like preparation, I think, is key. So when it comes to season 3, we're definitely going to make sure that we select a really good location. That location felt like it was really good, but the animals just weren't there. I mean, I know there's animals in this region, but they just weren't there. So we didn't have a lot of time. So it was more a bit of an experimentation and getting out there and setting up and seeing what it takes to set up a tree stand. But anyway, hunting with Jordi is always fun. I always really enjoy it. So if you have any questions about some of the lessons that we've learned with these tree stands, drop them below. Again, stay tuned. Season 3 is coming. We're just about to start filming it. So there's going to be a whole bunch of videos coming kind of month after month, very, very soon. Really high quality stuff that I encourage you to check out. Also, check out the Australian Hunters Club if you're not already a member. That's how I met Jordi, is through the club. It's a great place to meet other members. We've got our camp coming up very, very soon. Annual camp that happens every year. Definitely worth checking out. Anyway, I'm going to jump in the car, drive home, maybe get a coffee on the way.